Hello, everybody. Welcome, Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello. We don't have. There's no news every day. You know what I'm saying? There's no news at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Really? Is there some news? I don't know. Oh, oh, Delana in Tennessee. Delana, Tennessee. Hello. Mhm. Oh, oh. So just say hello here. So my God. Oh. So I'm reading here your comments, okay? So hello everybody. Oh. Hello everyone. Hello Jesse, Jolene, Dory, Arnold, Pamela, Das, Joan, Daniel, Min. Is that right? Yeah. Janet, Marianne, Audrey. Hi all. Dee Dee, Femme Girl, brings art transformation. More. Delana and Tennessee, Julie, Martin, Joy, Bargar, Jess, R, Phyllis, Belino. Let's see, Miss. Interessante. Nothing happened. I don't know. I ran out of things to say. I don't know. Anything happened. I don't know. I don't know. So, oh my God. Okay, so let's get started, okay? Yeah. Hello, ground. This is ground control. Major Tom to ground control. Okay. Yeah. So so I'm taking off. So guys, okay, so let me see here. All the questions, okay? Oh my god. Oh my god. So I posted okay, so when I posted the thing on Saturday when the first things about the memos of Mueller came out, it's just a lot. Of course there's a lot there, but I don't think it's even how do I say it? I don't think it's even possible to really like, just it's like so there's almost 300 pages or something, okay, on the Mueller memos, and I feel like it's not that I want to put that aside, but I feel like obviously considering how much there is, okay, how much there is. Hello, I see here monitor ground control. What is happening? There is an orange man in the White House. What? No, you're kidding. No. What? So, so anyway, guys, as I was saying last time, I feel like liberated. For some reason, I like to have a costume on or something. It makes me feel better. Not like I was feeling badly, but there's something very. Oh, hi, Roma Smith. So I did not see her name. So, 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 so this is it. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm just sorry, just distracted. So Joanne Tunnel Munch, because the German pronunciation of the MUE, Munch, right? Is that right? Minch, right? When like München, right? I'm sorry, going off here, right? That's right. Minch, right? München, like Munich, München. So anyway, guys, so so here, okay. So anyway, going back here, okay, guys. Sorry, distracted. Me distractions. So anyway, so there's a lot. Yeah. So there's a lot here, okay. No, that is not enough. But like I said, I wanted to focus on, as usual, times like this, on the questions at hand, okay? You know what I mean? Hello, Doreen. Hi. Mm. So, so as opposed to there's so there's like several layers of questions. First is the questions about the latest news, which I think is what we have to start with, and then there's the second layer, which is the questions that are connected to the news, and then there's also like random questions, which I don't think you have random questions either, but sometimes it's like this is not the time, you know what I mean, because we have so much. It's overwhelming. Okay, so I don't know if there's been sometimes I was on a call for for like more than an hour. So I don't know if there, sometimes there's like breaking news that I miss, but if there's any news that came out since, sometimes there is, okay. And so but thank God, so oh my God. So let's see here. Okay, so let's have the drink. Where's the drink? Where's the drink? Oh, it's right behind here table. So okay. Oh, so let's see here. Okay. So okay, guys. So now, so maybe we should. This is what we should start with. Okay. So as you know, I didn't. Did I? Oh, just wrote recently. Like, so the transcripts came out with of the interviews with Yovanovitch is especially damaging. But I want to start. Maybe let's start with Trump's tax returns. Like, I had discussed this with the Victoria. Okay, she had raised this question, and I remember really well because I said, I was like, oh, I see RBG making this gesture of they're gonna refuse to. And I remember even asking her, is there such a thing as the Supreme Court refusing to hear? And that's she's like, yeah, it could be, but let's see what are the possibilities here. Maybe, if they're gonna hear it, or when, because it sounds like, I remember when Victoria and I looked at it, it would be December. But I'm like, but you know what, guys, if you think about it, today is like, okay, it's already the 4th. So next week would be like 11. Yeah. So yeah, by the time they decide, there's Thanksgiving, right? And I understand how it could take, but it sounds like kind of far out, far down the line. Okay. So what's the Supreme Court going to decide about it? Okay. What is going to be the decision? And then also, guys, connected to this, even though, oh my God, even though the batch of documents that were released are not supposed to be about um the impeachment, some of the things that were described are connected to the impeachment. For example, the idea that all this information about Ukraine started with, which I already said, but connected with the Russians. It started with the Russians. There's rumors, and the reason the people who really want her out of there are not Trump. I mean, he's the one. He's the one executing the demand. But I think the people who really asked for her head are those people connected to the right. Yeah. So anyway, so that is interesting. You know what I mean? So we want to find out what's going to happen, because that is such a big deal, guys. We need to get that information. Like, really, we really need to get those tax returns. Okay, we need to get we need to put hands on it. Yeah, put hands on it. Yeah, we need to put hands on it. Okay, so that's important. And then, and then also, we want to now here. This is important also. I don't know if we could talk about the making all the transcripts public, but also, guys, there's this rumor. Okay, there's a rumor that the thing about that there was a some people are saying that this is what I literally said this, right, but now I want to confirm that Turkey, Erdogan has in a recording of Jared Kushner giving the okay to the arrest of Khashoggi. Okay, I always saw it, like they had this information, and so I want to know more about it. Okay, so then that's, let's start with that. Okay, so and that okay, so oh, and the other question I have, guys, this is just the beginning. What's crazy? It's also about those lawyers in the White House that I also looked at on Friday, but they are not deciding collectively. They're not going to show up. No, I'm not coming. No, no. When invited, I don't go. No, no, I don't go. No, invite me. I never go. You can invite me, but I decide not to. I am the law. I decide what law is. No, forget about it. So they're not coming. So what, what's going to happen here? They're all kind of mounting this thing. And someone said on YouTube that the Democrats are going to say, I don't know if this is true, guys. They're co-conspirators. Is that true that Adam Schiff said that if you don't show up, it's going to be a co-conspirator situation? So, because clearly they're doing everything they can, right? So this is the thing. This is not when is not an important question necessarily. Okay, he said that. So this is it. So Adam Schiff is gonna. He said it already that he's gonna But this is, guys, you know what the difference is that right now they have to keep their eye on the prize. And what is the prize? The prize is making sure Trump is like, you know, that Trump is out. Like they're gonna try to mount all kinds of distractions. Okay, so this is not gonna be. This is not the guys. I don't think this is the case. This is has escalated. It's no longer the case of they're going to be held in contempt. It's a case of they could be charged with something, and that is better for us in the end. In other words, they're going to skip the part where they could be held in contempt. They're just going to straight charge them with something. That's what I thought, right? That's what I think. So so that's more damaging, which indicates that a lot of them could go to jail. That's my sense. Okay, so that, right, so there's already has been but anyway, but let's see, let's do this. Someone ask for protection. A beautiful red light, coming to the top of my head. As I breathe in, I feel my lungs are light. As I breathe out, I project the light. I step right into it, I feel the connection. I feel the protection. I ask that informations come only from the highest sources, that it creates the good, and only the good for the good people. Okay, so this is it. Okay, all right. So just Audrey had she added a comment. She says charged with about those lawyers that are not showing up, charged with obstruction and longer term. Exactly. So that's is much better, guys. Actually, much better than being charged with contempt to Congress is this, because this is more serious, I think. Think about it. Oh, I want to be charged to president. I like, and it's so stupid because those people, guys, think about how kamikaze they are about this. They're going to go down. And you have to remember, guys, I think I may or may not have said this, that the reason a lot of these Republicans, one of the reasons they support Trump so much, other than outright corruption, is that they feel, especially Roger Stone, they feel like Nixon should have never been removed. So they have anger about the fact that Nixon was removed. And that is like why they go. So they're like, it can't happen. We can't abuse power. We can. Always. Okay, so let's get started here first with, okay. So let me actually, since we're talking about, so what about those lawyers so Eisenberg did not show up today. And there was a list of people, several people who did not show up either, connected to Mulvaney and others. Okay, so what's going to happen to them? Oh, so it's kind of funny here. Hi, Jen. So it's kind of funny here. So the image is like, it's like a big hand. Okay, this big hand here, and there's the little people. That like the big hand then pushes all those little people into something that looks to me like a shoebox. Okay, they fit into a shoebox, but then it realized it's actually a jail. So the move them, jail here. So they go straight into a box that is actually a jail. Bye. See you later. Okay. But it tells me that it's sort of like a factory kind of thing. It's almost like it's not emotional. It's like, oh, move them, moving out of the way, please, please put them in the shoebox, box, like, and it's like it's like a jail. So they go to jail. Oh yeah, you want to be clever, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. So this is that. That's, I think they go to jail. That's it's not complex. And at this stage, guys, things are going to move fast. It's to be the sense the way the movement was going. It tells me that it moves very fast. I understand here. It's different. It's different. Okay, the lose. Oh, sad for the day. Oh. Kirkland Ellis, help, help! They're gonna help, Kirkland. Oh, it's sad for the guys. The legal profession really is gonna miss them. Yeah. Uh huh. Oh yeah, sad for them. Uh-huh. Sad for them. Uh, so that's okay. So what's going to happen? Uh, oh, okay. So I actually have cards here. Huh? What's gonna happen to them? Those people that don't show up today. Oh, somebody the victory. Is gonna win. Oh, look, the group. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, that's it, guys. This is a card of trap. How interesting. Look, the trap. That's it. This is the card. It says here. Can you read it? It says prison, and scam. If it's upright, prison. Yeah. So the victory to the this is the card of the gamblers, because sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they want to give victory to the gamblers. In other words, to the mob. So they go prison. Yeah, só for them. Why? Hello there. Ah. So, but it's clear. It's actually the cards. This is actually very clear because it says, well, they're not, they have an agenda, and the agenda is to protect. Oh, have a side. Oh, news, cutting news, sudden news from government. Yeah, sudden news from government. Jail. Suddenly, you go jail. Yeah. Oh no, sad for him. See, so sudden news. They go. There's jail. Sudden news. Oh, see the news? What is news about? The trap. You trapped, bitch. Where? Jail. Yeah. Oh. 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 Yeah. So. Oh no no. Yeah. So this is the guys. So these people that yeah. So what's going to happen today? Oh, damn. Oh no. Sudden news about the law. Yeah. We'll have guys. Can you be, guys? It would be amazing to see suddenly they'll be arrested. They're charging you. Guys, this is very serious. It's and if you think about it, by the way, we have to talk about this too. Roger Stone was charged with lying to Congress in contempt, right? So think if you think about it, think about how much worse this could be for them. Oh, discovery money? Yeah, interesting. Suddenly money, woman. Oh, that's right, the enemy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, cash. That's right. Everybody discovers the cash. Say bye, bitches. Bye. See you later. So whatever. So so this is a guys. That's it. They're gonna go down, and it shows that it's gonna be much more severe. Like I think it's Roger Stone now has his trial and all that, but it's going to be worse if Roger Stone. The charges thus far with Roger Stone. But think about it, guys. Roger Stone's connected to WikiLeaks, and that's why he was charged with this first. But think about it. Roger Stone is already dealing this. Now these guys are going to get much worse off because they're much closer to obstruction of this. Think about it. It's as far as the current right, it's much more serious. What's going on here. So so what's gonna happen? Yeah, so that's it. Okay, I think pretty clear. Okay, so sorry, how to move fast. Okay, next. Now, this is interesting. Okay. So let's just here, but let's talk about the transcripts. The transcripts are very yeah, that's right, Kushner, that's right. But I just want to talk to quickly about those transcripts. The transcripts are coming out, and tomorrow, guys, the there's Sunderland, and so what's happening with those transcripts? So guys, it's interesting. It shows. It's funny. At first, I see their heads rolling. I feel like Trump wants to get rid of them all. He's so angry, but he's like, "Ugh." He's so angry he can't breathe because we're at a stage, obviously, where it's not. How do you say it? It can't. It's undeniable. It's all obvious what has happened. He can't. I mean, no one can. It's at this point. It's pretty obvious. There's plenty of evidence in many ways. Okay. Oh, so but Trump is like he's furious, and it's like, and I see kind of like the paper cutouts of them, of the people who testimony, and then the heads were being cut off. But it's sort of like at the same time, it doesn't mean that something bad is going to happen to them. It just means that they've fulfilled their role, and now, but Trump doesn't know who to blame anymore because it's too many. And what he's done to the ambassador today, is really very serious. Okay. So, okay, so now, but I have, guys, as I was saying this, something came to me, which is very interesting. And this is kind of goes with what I had said last week, which is that, so the guy, John Eisenberg, is saying, we have to make a huge effort to hide what is on the other calls, because this call, in comparison to the other calls, is nothing. Because guys, the thing about the Ukraine thing, it's pretty obvious, pretty clear situation, okay? But the thing that is on the other calls is a really even worse, because the thing about the Ukraine actually in some ways paints him in a good light, in the sense that he's at least proactive. Like he's being pushy, he's being like a mobster, and but somehow that is more flattering than what's on the other calls, where he's like he's obsequious to, oh yeah, Putin, yeah. Mhm." So I see the Ansberg guys. We have to do everything to protect. Nobody could watch, can see this stuff, guys. You see what I'm saying? Like we can't let the public listen to this. And I see there's more people, guys. There's more, right? So this guy, I was saying before, he's in serious trouble because okay. So it's saying other people have access to this stuff, okay? So this is it, okay? Yeah, Delana, yeah, I talked about it last week. Okay, please watch the last one. I already put it on YouTube, most of it. But I think, yeah, yeah, because I feel like those lawyers in the White House, guys, to them this is nothing, because they've been exposed. They've been exposed to so much. No, it's okay, Delana, but yeah, yes. In other words, yes, okay. But they've been. It's saying here that the people in the White House, they've seen the worst. They've seen the dirt. So to them, this is nothing. And so they're like, from their perspective, it's sort of like a person who's let's say someone is a serial killer and he hit somebody at the bar. Yeah, right. So they're from their perspective, we are like getting the guy for hitting somebody at the bar, like a bar brawl or something. And them, they're like, no, he's actually a serial killer. So we want to protect, you know what I mean? So to from like, because guys, the reality is that this stuff, that's what I was saying. The thing about the Ukraine call and his demands and Giuliani, we haven't even gotten to how Trump was paid by Russia and MBS to do things. That is not even, think about it. So there's so much more that, even though they're saying like that this is like the impeachable stuff is not even though this is to them, I mean, it's sort of like, oh, he's being impeached because of this, because to them it's nothing compared to all this stuff they've already done and he has already done. So that's it. So you see what I'm saying? So okay, so but I also got a, guys, and I think I've read some of it before, but I get a sense that there's other people have had access to these calls and that they have downloaded or something. I don't know if you can even do that. I don't know how it works, but there's something where other people have heard because they know this could happen, or I don't know if the CIA has this or something. Okay, because it's just like very, it's like it, guys. The worst, we don't know the worst of it. And Remy saying here, exposures desensitize, exactly, desensitizes them, exactly. So they're like, oh, that's it. So okay, so that's it. Now, the guys, is so interesting, how it started with a question or immediately goes connects to another question that was on the list, which is the Jared thing. As guys, it was so funny because the thing I told you, the thing about Syria, right? That the guy Erdogan had information on two things. One was the probably human trafficking connected to one of Trump's business partners, was Turkish Arif guy. And the second thing is Jared and MBS. And now it wasn't the news, it's like some sort of gossip column. It's not 100% sure. Okay, but they were saying that the same thing what I had said. Erdogan has information or intercepted a call, or Jared is giving MBS the okay to get Khashoggi. Okay, so is if this is true? Is this true? They're saying yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, and I think it's saying, but a lot of people have this, guys. It's saying here that a lot of intel agencies know this. That Jared, guys, think about it. Think about that. Jared delivered Khashoggi to MBS. If Jared hadn't intervened, think about it. Jared gave the okay. Because clearly, come on, let's get real. MBS was not going to arrest Khashoggi for nothing. He was going to kill him or torture, like do something horrible anyway. Yeah, he really, think about it. Like think about it. Think about it. How this is like. I mean, it's not even just murder, guys. The symbolism of it, is like you would all actually be more courageous if he had killed the guy with his own hands. Honestly, be like, okay, I'm gonna, I killed the guy, but it's like actually I would have more respect almost because it's sort of like he's delivering the guy. It's like I don't know, guys. I think it's worse. Honestly, I think it's worse because he's putting the entire U.S. government. Basically, he represents the U.S. government. He's like allowing the U.S. to kill this guy for what? Because MBS does not like him. I do not like him. So I kill him. I have bones. Think about how grotesque this is, guys. I know I can't even. I'm sorry. It's not that I want to make fun of it or anything, but it's so serious. It's like so. There's no words to describe this, right? There's no words to describe this. Oh my god! And the guys, I see the Khashoggi himself. I see him. I see him like Khashoggi is like, yeah. It's like it's true, George. That's what it was. Yeah, I know. I know it. Wow. He's like saying, "Oh my god." Guys, okay, so guys, you know what I see here? Bless him. He's in heaven. Okay, Khashoggi. And he's saying that, like, he's telling me, oh my God, he's giving me this image of MBS is a rabid dog. He's like a rabid dog. He has that, like, the dog has rabies and is like totally like insanity, total insanity. He lets he gets angry about something and then he goes kill people for no, he's very like that. He's crazy. He's a rabid dog. He's a sociopath, psycho. And then he doesn't think. And then so he shows me, those, have you, guys, you ever see these people kind of like, they look like, I'm sorry, like criminals sometimes. I do love pit bull dogs. They can be very sweet, but there are some people that have that kind of look. They have that kind of look, and then they always have the kind of crazy pit bull like that, mistreated to be aggressive. So the analogy he's giving me here is that the MBS is like the guy who trains the pit bull to uses the pit bull for the fight, and Jared is one of his dogs. He's my bitch. Jared is one of my bitches. So he's like, how those guys, sort of like training dogs for a dog fight. Like, except that Jared is, he pays him, but he's just one of the dogs that he uses to get. You know what I mean? One of my dogs is gonna get it. So that is the thing. It's like he wants the guy killed, right? Because he's angry. And then he uses Jared. Jared is just a dog for him. I mean, really, guys, I'm serious. Like he's just I have so much because the way he is, guys, is insane, right? But he was born in the monarchy where he could do nothing wrong. He's like God, MBS, right? So then he goes, you see what I'm saying? So he has no concept of not being able to do something. It's like whatever whim you have, like imagine, it has a, the whim is like you could do anything, okay? And that's it. So it's gonna show that like the relationship that the Trump and company, including Jared, have with all these this all of these things is that it's like they're servile to anybody who pays. That's it. They just do whatever you want for money. That's it, guys. Unfortunately, that's it. There's no bottom for them. So guys, I do think again, I do think that Jared's gonna get the death penalty. I really do. I really do. Okay. I mean, this is like it's horrific, and he's already given, as you know, given information to the Saudis and stuff like that. So anyway, but this is like it's symbolic. It has a very strong symbolic value. Okay, I think he will, right? It's espionage, but I do think it's like this also secret. You know how like espionage cases. I don't think you can go in like, hey, I'm Rose, I'm here to watch him. No, you can't go in because it's a lot of national security stuff going on, and so yeah, so this is like awful. So anyway, so the calls, I think the call with MBS mentions something. Guys, I swear to God, I think the call with MBS talks about Khashoggi. I do think. I do believe it, okay? And this is why it's like this is why they're the guy Eisenberg is like, what? This is nothing. You heard nothing yet. And that he feels this guy Eisenberg, he's very much like a loyalist. He's like, oh yeah, he's like I told you on the reading. I read it. It's like he's part of the people who worked in the Bush administration and part of the group that worked for Barr in the Bush administration. So they literally are the cover up crew, okay? So their job is to cover up. Okay, so that's why they do this sort of shit. Okay, so guys, okay, so how is this gonna come out? Because guys, how you know what I mean? Like I said, I understand the goal of okay, this is the thing. This is the thing. I understand the goal of the impeachment, obviously, is to remove Trump. But theoretically speaking, we know that at least thus far, the Senate is not gonna get him. Like it's not gonna vote, at least right now. So what do the Democrats have to lose if they start like I we need to know what's on these calls, guys. This is very important to remove Trump. How is this gonna come out? How? Guys, I see these guys are gonna be put in jail. These guys are gonna go to jail. I don't know how, it's almost like they're all collectively sent to jail. I don't know, guys, it's kinda like because 'cause they're obstructing, they're not just obstructing, it's this national security issue that they're hiding. So it's more than just normal obstruction of justice. So how is this gonna come out? Another whistleblower saying, like, more whistleblowers or something, but they yeah, I see, because it's telling me, and I linked on the Patreon post here that the person who made the allegation, who said the thing is partially correct, that there are other whistleblowers and that there's people behind the scenes going after like already saying they know the stuff about Jared and like the MBS thing. It's just who's where? NSC? Is that right? What is that? The national NSA. NSA, I think. I don't know, guys, because I don't know. It's like there's people who know this, they know it, and they want to come out, and this is so explosive, okay? Because guys, I mean, the crazy thing is everybody knows. Like, does anybody believe that MBS would have not killed this guy? He had the okay from Trump. It's just that they are so out of it. They didn't think that anybody was going to pay attention to the death of the guy. They didn't realize, like, oh, really? They cared about him, huh? Because Trump, guys, and Jared, it's all about the dollars. It's all about the price of a dollar. Unfortunately, like, oh, MBS pays. So we look the other way, we help him kill whoever. Okay, so how are these calls how are the calls gonna come out when? Pushing, pushing, pushing. Yeah, there's more whistleblowers, guys. More whistleblowers, but it's saying here it's gonna be towards the very end of before Trump leaves, like just as he's leaving, there's more. But you see, so what else? Because the most damaging, as far as Trump is concerned, the thing that really affects, it's saying here, you bet that if information came out about Trump being okay with Khashoggi murder, he would actually be proud. He would like it. He actually likes people to be scared of him. He actually like, yeah, I did it. I was around. He likes this. But if you show that he's owned by the Russian oligarchs and he has debts but no money, that's the thing he doesn't like. So it's saying that the money's coming out, and that is the thing that is gonna make me want to leave. Okay, and there's too many lawsuits. Like he just can't. Okay, okay. So next, okay. Oh, and by the way, guys, I need to know. I mean, I know. I'm sorry if I care too much about Jared, but when is Jared gonna be arrested? It's like very upsetting. I understand why he's not arrested because he's very close to Trump. Okay, but the fact that this guy is walking around like he's out there walking the streets. This guy's out there walking the streets. He should be. It's unthinkable that he's out there. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Jared. I'm very special. It's like he cannot. He's a very guys. Jared is a very dangerous criminal. He's as bad when even though it's such a difficult question, it's like, okay, how is so tell me the order or the context of how people go to how is he going to go to jail? So, okay, so there's several things here. Okay, one is showing that they don't want the thing with Jared to distract the thing from Trump. So in other words, they feel that if the indictments came out about Jared right now, it would be like, oh look, the trouble is that Trump would also be willing to kind of throw him under the bus. Okay, so there, I feel like as soon as Trump is out of like, guys, they're gonna go. Law enforcement is gonna go, like I was telling you before in December. They're gonna go down like crazy on people when the time is right. It's not that they're not doing anything; it's that they're waiting for the right time. Hi, Pagati. Hi, hi. So I feel like okay. So I think there's some cases in New York that are gonna explode first. Okay, but the guys, Jared is like so much trash, so much shit going on. It's unreal. It's like, and I think, like I said, once the thing, once he loses, when Trump starts to really lose, and it's clear that he's out, then everything's go all but hell breaks loose. Because that Jared is only being shielded because of Trump, obviously. And once Trump goes down, who cares? Like, who cares, guys? Even think about it. Like, the guy's so bad that Bannon looks good next to him. Bannon is like, I'm the good guy. Yeah. Or just say exactly. You have to get Trump first so he can't pardon him. Exactly. Yeah. Bannon is the good guy next to him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or at least he paints himself as the good guy. Okay. So, oh, you know what? It's saying, guys, it's kind of very interesting here. It's showing me that Bannon, the reason why, I mean, not just a personality issue, is that Bannon is an ideologue. Money to him is not that he doesn't like money, but to him, money is secondary. What he wants is like, the shady world that he wants to build, the Nazi bullshit or whatever, white supremacist or stuff. So when he sees Jared, he realizes that Jared is like, it's basically like the block, because Jared he's the bad side of Trump is the corruption. Trump is too corrupt and Jared is too desperate. He thinks that if Jared wasn't around, that Trump would have been able to kind of weather shit. But Jared is there's too much corruption around. It's not just that Trump himself is corrupt, but that every person that's around him, that's close to him, is corrupt as well, especially Jared, right? So that's the downfall also. Okay, and he gives, right? So in a way, it, from Trump's perspective, it's good to have Jared around because Jared does dirty work for me, but also, raises money for me and stuff like that. But that is also the downfall. Like if the corruption was just Trump, but it's the entire family, and like the family should. Can you believe it, guys? Just the fact that his kids are there in the White House. Can you believe it? They're there every day. It's so wrong. Like if you think of like how many wrong things is done. So, wow. So it's saying here once Trump is out, Jared will never see the light again. Like he'll never be he'll never be out of prison until he dies, in prison, I think. He's like a real, he's just beyond awful. Okay. Okay. So, oh my God. Okay, guys. So, wait, guys, did we talked already? Oh my God, I have memory problems. So we talked about the tax stuff, right? Didn't we talk about it? We talked about it already. Did we? I think we did, right? Or did I talk about it at the beginning? I feel like I think I started with the guys with the lawyers, right? Because we were talking about it. That's how it started, and then I went into Jared's stuff. But I don't think I did talk about it the second. Did I? No, I don't think I did. It was just the introduction. So I just want to check here. I want to check because okay. Could you mind if I could go back to it, or did I? Rose has Alzheimer's. Alzheimer. So no, because what I'm seeing here, guys, is that I want to know as far as the time. Yes, what is yes? What did I talk about it? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't know. I think I only talked about the introduction, but I should do it again, right? Or like Just look into it because now that I'm thinking, guys, since the financials, okay, do yeah, okay. Since the financials are because what I'm seeing here is that okay, I see Jared going down and Trump. Okay, so I need to know when are the financial. Oh, mention in passing. Okay, that's right. So let's go back to it, guys. Let's go back to it because okay. Since he's going to go down through the finances, how is that going? Because, like I said, first I thought I looked into it, the Victoria, right? So we thought that it was going to be the first week of December, but how is that going to go? This is a big deal. And did you see how Trump's lawyers like, yeah, we're going to go to Supreme Court. They are thinking they're going to win that. Oh yeah, because they bought the judges, right? The justices. So tell me how is it's going to go to the Supreme Court. They're not. I guys, I don't think they're going to go. I don't think they're gonna even like we're like okay because it's sort of like what the TV shows were saying. They were saying that if the lower courts, if the appeal courts made a very specific case, which they did, then it's it. Like they're like there's nothing else to see here. Okay, because so what about Kavanaugh and like what isn't Kavanaugh gonna try to help Trump? Kavanaugh guys, I had told you this before. Those people are clever. They're like, now that you put me here, bitch, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving for you. Do you think I care? No, no, because it's very hard to remove justices, right? So once you put him there, they don't want to. How do I say this? Especially Kavanaugh, he's hyper aware of how people are paying attention to him. So he wants to look like he's a good person, especially on those. He does not want to throw. He doesn't want to throw his. Now that he got where he wanted to be, he doesn't want to go. So he's not. They're not gonna. None of them are going to do what Trump will, because guys, as I said before, Trump has committed so many crimes. If it was just one, but this is like he's like the guys. Did you remember this thing when he went into power? There were 1,400 lawsuits against him. Did you see this? 1,400 or something like that. So like this guy is like this is how I told you before. The reason why he stayed in power because he can use the campaign finances to pay for his all his legal problems. So he loves it, right? He's protected. But the Supreme Court people are like, it's a very cut and dry case. Okay, there's no law. There's like you can't just because they're saying here it's ridiculous. Just because you're like no. It's like there's no. It's like they're sort of like, oh, just because he's president. Is there any law that says the president can stop subpoenas? No, you can't. That's not how it works. It's such an obvious thing. Okay, so it's like they don't even bother because it's like they don't want to make. I also feel like the conservatives. I don't know if they're even talking to each other about it, but they're like, this is not the battle to die on. We're not gonna fight but that's what Trump wants. But the reality is that all of it, guys, it has nothing to do with being president. Think about it. Those tax returns, it happened before he was president, first of all. And that exactly why. That is exactly why there should be no like think about it. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay. So they're saying there's no legal basis for this. It's not because I see that Kavanaugh is very Kavanaugh is like, I don't, he likes, the Kavanaugh, especially, okay, so there's the prejudices here. I see that Kavanaugh loves like anti-abortion, anti-gay people, right? And that Gorsuch is pro corporations in every way. So, so this is it. Like, I think they're not gonna, each one of them has an agenda. Okay, but that's not it. They're like, bitch, this is like too basic. Okay, and they're not gonna die on this hill. Okay, And they think also, I think amongst themselves, other conservative legal people are like, don't fight, like, just try to fight it from being, try to prevent it from being public because it's not going to be public right away. So, okay. So, Sally G, is this, if the Supreme Court even looked at the taxes and something corrupt was in it, wouldn't they be bound? No, Sally, that's not the role of the Supreme Court. I don't think, how do you say this? They're not going to be like looking at people's taxes. That's not the point. What they have to argue, the point of like going to the Supreme Court is to make an argument, right? The argument whether does the president have the right to hide the tax. You know what I mean? It doesn't even get to that point. They're not really like a hyper legal. They're not a prosecutor. They just basically deal with the limits of the law, right? That's as far as I understand. So because this is not the point, Sally G. Like if the case had been, for example, about Trump being sued by the IRS, then it would have to look at something like that. But that's not the case. This is a different case. The case here is the argument that the president can stop subpoenas from a different part of, like, can stop. In other words, if the president is arguing that he has the power to stop the government from getting, right, yeah, yeah, forget about it. It has nothing to do with, like, no, they're not going to look at his, they don't care about his tax. That's not the point, you know what I mean? Right, it's just, it's more about, like, it's basically about making arguments. They're not going to be like, oh, see, I see a crime here. That's not the point. They're not law enforcement. They're just about the law. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's all about that. It's like, exactly the ones that the argument is that he doesn't have to abide by any laws. That there's all kinds of there's no exceptions, and even okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he's like Jesus. Except no, he's not. So okay, so yeah, so this is a guy. So I don't see that there's gonna, so he's gonna, so what's gonna happen? Janet saying here that the rules on issues of constitutional, exactly. It's like essentially is something, right? That's it. And it's telling me something, guys, So yeah, so it's saying here, okay, so this is the thing, what it's suggesting. Did you hear the siren? It's kind of interesting. It's coming here. President, it's coming. They're coming here. President, siren for him. Okay. So, okay. So the other thing that it's saying here, guys, is very interesting, is that Kavanaugh, especially, they're saying when you bring something to the Supreme Court, um, it's supposed to be a case of, for example, that you have to overturn an opinion. So if they take up something, usually that means they have to like rethink something. But the thing that this case is so basic that is ridiculous. It's sort of like, is exactly what the earlier case judges said. Okay, so are you saying that this, like, if you shoot somebody on like Fifth Avenue, you can't be prosecuted? Yes, that's the argument. So that's not even. It's kind of a joke, right? I mean, there's literally they're like kidding us. They're like saying that we don't care about the law. The law's not for me. So okay, so just quickly here. So confirms with what Victoria and I saw. Okay, so is the Supreme Court gonna take it up? Ooh, drinking Kool-Aid, huh? Contempt. Ooh, the White House. The White House is drinking Kool-Aid. They're in contempt of the law. Yeah, drinking too much Kool-Aid over there. Those bitches. Oh, they're angry. Oh, angry. Oh, angry. Oh, sad for him. Angry, no angry. Corruption. Yeah, corruption. Angry, corrupt people. Oh no, really? Why? Yeah, this is a guys. This is interesting. This is information. Letterato. This is the lawyer also. So no, the lawyer. There's no legal proceed. No, bitch. See you later. I'm done. I'm done. No, look, the cold neck. This is very good card. This is interesting, guys. It's a card of warmth, okay, tenderness, and then when it's upside down, it means the tenderness goes backwards. In other words, cold. So emotionally cold. In other words, yeah. So in other words, there's like we're done with you, bitch. We're done. We're done with this bullshit. Shut up. Yeah. Look, the fake lord. So this is it. No, I don't think so. So see you later, bitches. So what happened, guys? What happens when it comes? What happens when he guys? I want to be in the room when he gets the information. No, bitch. Supreme Court's not here. The case. What's gonna happen, guys? I see him going. Guys, he's gonna be angry, and I see him go. You know how he likes to when he's in the helicopter. God knows where. He's always like talking to the press. He's gonna go over there. It's like, yeah. Who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? Supreme Court? What the hell? What do you think this is? But a joke. Well, who are you? Who do you think you are? Like he gets he gets angry. He gets saying it's not gonna work, bitch. And he's like gets like this, and he's like, and I think he feels incredible frustration because he can't leave. This is the thing, he can't. He has to sign if he wants to leave. He has to sign a document. It's not just you can't just walk away. Well, I don't know. He walked away. You can't just walk away from the job. I don't think, right? No, he doesn't cry. He doesn't. No, he's not. He doesn't have that. I don't think no, I don't think he cries. He's not sad. He doesn't have the same sense of emotions that we have. He doesn't have self-pity. He doesn't have he has anger, but not tears, I don't think. Have you noticed, guys? Let me actually an interesting question. Can Is Trump capable of crying? I don't think he is. No. No. Yeah. Because it's saying here we cry when it has empathy. It's right. It's no, he doesn't. It's like it's sort of like for example, I guys, I read when you read something sad story, we watch something or like, it's not that you can't be sad about yourself, but I feel like I think emotion has to do with sense of doubt, a sense of like it's a different, it's like something beyond himself. You know how a lot of times we feel sad because it could be like you're in pain, but it's sort of like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like a lot of times it has to do with time, mortality, or missing someone, or something. With him, it's like he doesn't feel it. People are things, and I know he doesn't cry. He gets angry. Okay, he just feels like it's like they're going after him, and like it's their fault. They are the one. He thinks that it's a huge conspiracy. It's a huge conspiracy. Everybody's after me. I'm a victim. And this is like crazy, right? Because he's a criminal. So, and the guys, because what's interesting here is the movement that I see, that the instinct that he has is to leave. He's looking for an exit, but it's not simple. So how is he gonna go? He's not gonna go. He doesn't want to sign because, guys, from his perspective, he's between a rock and a hard place. So on the one hand, if he leaves, this is the thing: he's broke. He's gonna have. Can you imagine, guys, how much the legal bills of Trump? Think about it. Think about the legal bills for the rest of his life. Like at least what 10 million a year. I don't know how much. I don't know how much it will cost to have. He has like dozens of lawyers, dozens and dozens and dozens. He doesn't have the money to pay for these people on his own. Not because you see what I'm saying. Like he has like 300 million that he raised. Okay, and that everything that pays for his legal stuff. That's why he's constantly fundraising, but he doesn't have the money to pay, or he doesn't want to pay people. Even worse, right? So he can't. So that's the thing. So I think he stays there, and he has to be like evicted, basically, because it's too dangerous for him to be out. Okay, for him to be like a normal person. He has yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, guys, I have oh my god, so many questions. I'm sorry about Rio. There's too many questions. Okay, now let me go over quickly here, guys, over this thing. Okay. Yeah, he's like this. He gets angrier over time. He gets angry. I see he's so angry. Like it's like my fantasy is the reality. One day it ends. Oh yeah, and everybody pretends they don't know him. Okay, so now, okay, the first question, guys, because just let me now go to the memos. It's important. Okay, so the first question here is about the DNC server conspiracy lie or whatever. So it's according to the memo, it started with Kaliminik, who is an agent of the Russian intelligence. Okay, so clearly the Russian intelligence planted the thing about Ukraine. So are we gonna find before Trump leaves? Are we gonna know the origin? Is the American public going to know that the reason that this conspiracy was not something that came from Trump, but it came from the Russians? Yes, guys. It's very fascinating. By the way, okay. So it came out. One of you even mentioned that Lev Parnas now has flipped. And I say this because I think it was Rachel Maddow who said that last Friday. She said he changed lawyers. The other guy still has Manafort's lawyer. This guy Parnas no longer does. Okay. So in other words, he's flipping. He said he's collaborating with the impeachment inquiry. Parnas. Okay. So what I see is actually that the Parnas guy tells. He's like, I'll tell all. He tells on the situation. Okay. And it's strange here, guys. I feel like this Parnas person, for some reason, I feel like it's his son or something. They got something on him that he's like he doesn't want to go back to Ukraine. Okay. I think he's just doesn't want to. He wants to stay. So the government's like, you tell us everything on all these people, the Bob or everything. And I think he's prepared to do it. I think he's prepared to do it because he doesn't want to go back there. His son is in law school here. Did you see it? I think that's it, right? Was that Lev, right? So I feel like he's like, yeah, he's like, I'll tell all for everybody. Yeah. Rudy. Trash. No, but he tells how Rudy's guys think about it. If that okay, let me see. Is that guy gonna rat out? Mhm. A Rudy and Trump and everybody? Oh yeah. Is he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so strange. I feel like I see something like his mother died. I think his mother could have been in Ukraine. She might have the mother died, so he's not worried. Is that right? I feel like there's something here he wants to tell to tell like it is because guys, if one person in the middle of this decides to tell the full truth, that would be amazing. So yeah, it's saying that yes, that he's basically it's some sort of mob trial here, really. Because you know how the mob trials were like this. They would get a person, who did you work for? I work for such and such. I was in the mob, yeah, I was in the whatever. I was a soldier in the Gambino family, whatever it was. So this guy, I feel like does he? Yeah, I feel like he does. Does he? Okay, does Barnes tell all? I tell all. Does he tell? Who's the man? Is that him? Is that him? Does it tell? His word. Oh, I'm worried. I'm worried. Loyalty, interesting. His torn. I'm a torn. I'm a little late. What is that song? Healthy interesting. That's right. The health of the family and the interesting. Is it gonna tell? Is it tell all? Huh? Huh? Hope. Business. Unexpected, huh? 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 Why? Why does it decide? Is it? Oh, surprise! 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 Guys, don't worry about this. Like, no, I don't think he is. No. Network. That's right. Network of shady spies from coming from abroad. Letter. I have letter. I have letter. I am here. I have letter. Impeachment. I have letter about this is the card of impeachment. I have letter about impeachment. I have letter here from oligarch. Yeah, I know it. I know it. So okay. Of course, of course they're all at risk, okay, well, if he enters witness federal witness protection, it's different because guys, we're seeing here, like for example, Epstein. Epstein was killed because he was like in prison, like a regular prison. I think this is a bit different. I think I'm surprised here, okay, but he could talk. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, I don't want to, guys. This is not really about Lev Parnas because there's like a lot of questions. But the bottom line here is that yes, he would be the person telling the country that he worked for the mob and that the mob started this thing about the Ukrainians and whatever, okay? And that they were okay. Now I need to move on because there's many questions. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So the answer is yes. Okay, we'll find out, okay? Now, guys, there's several very important questions here, okay? The other one is about the RNC. Okay, now let's look into Paul Ryan and RNC. So RNC knew of WikiLeaks stolen emails dumped ahead of time. Some have asked, this is a very important question, okay, rightfully so. Why is it that Mueller didn't indict anyone at the RNC for that? Nor did he indict Bannon, Kushner, Eric Prince, or Don Jr. for lying to Congress. And at the same time, guys, this is a compound of questions, okay, because it's how important it is. At the same time, did I put it here? I thought I had. Wait, I thought I had. What was the last time, guy? Oh, that's right here. It's time to revisit Mueller's referral of 14 criminal cases. Where are they now? Out of these 14 cases, only 2 are known to us. Okay? So this is a combination. Like A is because what could a lot of people have suggested, some have said it's not possible. I don't know that there are these indictments, sealed indictments still. Okay? And the reason why these people have not been indicted is because those indictments are sealed. Is this possible? Okay, so what first, in other words, the part A of the question is why hasn't Mueller indicted these people? And B, if he hasn't indicted, are these indictments secrets or are they going to be indicted in the future? Okay, so here. So Mueller clear. So okay. So what it says here, guys, is that Mueller, I see him typing, like, has these documents. Like, he didn't indict, he thought that the reason why he didn't indict those people is that he was like not overstepping the boundaries, but it was a very dangerous situation. That he was sort of on his own and that the Congress was not in a position to back him up. That he didn't have, how do I say this? It's complicated to explain, but it's sort of like he would have the depth of the corruption, it had to be excavated further. And he was not, he felt as he was, if it, if that he would be obstructed. Okay. Okay. So he wrote all of these things and he said, this is the thing. I don't think that he himself, oh, interesting. I feel like he wrote the recommendation. He wrote like the indictment, but he didn't send it. Like it's and then he put aside to so it's saying that actually, as you guys, I told you before, there's this big case that the Southern District is probably going to come out at some point pretty soon, that is about how the Republicans got money from foreign powers. So that is part of, like, the RNC is going to be indicted for that. then with a lot of other Republicans, and it's saying that it connects to the NRA case and the Maria Butina. When like how the NRA was like a machine, a laundry machine, laundromat for this money. So it's just that it's a huge case, and they can't. It's saying that it's kind of like, for example, it's saying here that if you indict the two people, let's say you indicted two people, then it would be much easier for example, if Trump could pardon. There's could be a lot of other things, but if you want to target, it's like he's saying it's a mob case. You want to get the full web. It's like RICO. Yeah, RICO. Several RICO cases here, and it's also saying that so he separates all the campaign financing into one, Russian money into the U.S. into campaign finance, huge giant case. Second one is the thing is showing me Don Jr. and WikiLeaks. Okay, so just to tell you guys something. Okay, so Jane is asking, don't think Barr can stop those indictments. No, what I wanted to say, maybe it wasn't clear, is that these are not indictments. These are referrals. And Mueller did this on purpose. He said, which is good. It's saying that he didn't leave it ready on the docket because it could be stopped. So it could be that Mueller could be like, oh, the bar. I think he was thinking of, or maybe I don't know if they ever in the docket, not necessarily. They were ready to go. They were exactly, you could just file it as an indictment, but he didn't. And the reason why he didn't then was because he thought it was too dangerous, like I said. So the question is, can Barr stop these indictments? No, because they're not indictments. You know what I mean? So this is why. So it's right. So this is it. And I think the issue with the part, there's like um you see what I'm saying? So they were never really they were ready to be indictments, right? They were ready to be indictments, and they weren't because of the dangers of that. And so it continues as an investigation. It's not dead. No. It just saying, so to the question as to yes, they will be indicted in the future. It doesn't mean, it's sort of like, okay, like for example, it doesn't mean that because they decided not to like let's say the DA decided to not charge someone with something, right? It doesn't mean that the person can be charged later, right? So that's why. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so okay, just go back here. So okay, let me just go back. Okay, so then, okay, go back to this person's question. Why is it that Mueller didn't indict anyone for that? Okay, didn't have Bannon, Kushner, Eric Prince. So let me just now ask about these four people that are mentioned. Are these people going to be indicted? Bannon, Kushner, Eric Prince, Don Jr. And I don't want a lot of details, guys. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to say again, guys, maybe you're not getting it exactly. These are not indictments. Okay, so it's like keeping them sealed stops the clock. They're not, because there's something technically speaking. Okay, a sealed indictment is an indictment that already went in the docket. Okay, I think. So what it suggests here is that it was not in the docket. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. It's not in the docket. So it's ready to go as a piece of paper or something like that, but it hasn't been posted as an indictment on the docket. Does it make sense? For several reasons. One of them is, you know what I mean? So it's not an indictment. It's ready to go, as and whenever they want to indict, they can. However, because it's part of a bigger investigation, because of the Barr situation, they don't want to have to create the indictment situation yet, because it's dangerous. Because they only want to do it when when the time is right, right? I think so. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So next, now. Okay, so then tell me about Bannon. Bannon, yeah. Bannon. It's a Cambridge Analytica, because he was the head of Cambridge Analytica. Yeah, there's a lot of things. The main biggest one, Cambridge Analytica. So then, Eric Prince, Seychelles meeting, lied to Congress, whatever. Okay. Who else? Don Jr. Ha ha ha. Don Jr. by bitch. At least 50 years in prison. I mean, he gets like a lot. I mean, think about it, the WikiLeaks stuff and all that, okay? It's like a he's very intelligent. I love Donald Jr. He should win Nobel Prize for the science. He's very smart. He is very intelligent. I believe he's very intelligent. No. Okay, so next. So no, okay, let's see anybody I forgot here. Kushner. Kushner, yeah. Kushner is like is gonna be the most. So yeah, they're all it's saying here, it's guys, it's suggesting here also that some ways it's a good thing that is guys, don't you think that Jared acts as if he thinks he's clearly thinks he's not gonna be indicted for something. He seems to, they all like go on with their lives as if nothing's happening. Guys, do you remember? Okay, I want to ask about him. Okay. Yeah, Ivanka already talked about Ivanka, guys. Ivanka already talked about, like, on Friday I talked about it. How she's gonna give it, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna like this is not I don't have time to ask everything. It's like there's a list of questions, okay? And I'm gonna follow the list of questions. I'm not gonna go on everything. It's I don't need to repeat every time, a reading. There's a reading. I've already talked about Ivanka, constantly talk about it, constantly talk about how, for example, there's gonna be the cases of Trish James. So there's no need to repeat, okay? So since I have to go by what's on the memos, not what comes to our minds, like, free association, right? This is why, as you know, guys, right? So so I need to focus, okay? So that's why I've said before, don't ask me questions that are not on the list unless it's in, I know maybe like, oh, but there was a question, this was on the question letter, and like I already talked about it and it's not the point, okay? So all right. So because I'm gonna pop it up because I really don't want to get distracted, guys. There's a lot of information here that I need to cover. Okay. All right. So okay. So next. Now here. Okay, guys. Okay, this is important. Okay. I have not touched on this. But there is this thing about Bannon has information on Jared and Ivanka's relationship with certain Russian billionaires. One thing I didn't even add here that was on the list on the Mueller memo. It was it said something like Bannon wrote one of the emails that Bannon had was Jared said he had the best contacts in China. So this is interesting. This is not new because we knew he had a relationship with the one everyone thinks is a spy, Wendy Dang, the ex-wife of Rupert Murdoch. Um, but that's it. Like, so what does that mean? I'm curious about this. So what does it mean? Okay, so what is the relationship between? Wow, guys, it's saying here that the woman, she's like, oh, don't worry, I used to talk to such and such. That she's very smart, this woman, Wendy Dang. And I think it's possible she could be, she's like, she is giving him names of people that he should talk to. And at the same time, she is she is like writing reports or whatever you call it, like saying, like, yeah, we have, in other words, her relationships, she does have a relationship. I think you know what, guys, I believe I've read this, that she introduced Jared to Ivanka, right? This is how much they go back. Okay. So this is interesting because it suggests that the way that she's kind of talking about, she's kind of cold about it, that she's like, either she tells them about, she really is using the relationship, in other words, for something else. Okay. It's like an agent, she's an agent of influence, if anything. It's not that she necessarily it's like, it's not a traditional spy, like where you have a boss and you have rules. It's like she's giving reports about them. Okay, so that's it. Saying when Jared said he knows, has contacts, is because Wendy Dang introduced them. Okay, because this was before even they went on, they got the presidency, right? So, but okay, so then Bannon was saying to think about the oligarchs. What was that? Oh, it's like, this is what you're saying about Bannon. Bannon doesn't like Jared because Jared could blow up the entire scheme. He is out there, the fancy lifestyle, hanging out with Russians in public, even though Bannon is totally fine with the Russian thing. It's just that Bannon is smart in the sense that he knows that, like, he doesn't want to create, he doesn't want the news to be, everything is so out in the when things are so out in the open, they don't work so well. So this is why, okay, and that's why he felt that Jared and Ivanka influenced Trump in a bad way, as if I'm Bannon. I'm a great influence on President Trump. I am. I'm a great influence. Jared and Ivanka, they're the worst. Like, because from his perspective, Trump is great when he's like a Nazi racist, but he's not so good when he's near money because that's his weakness. He's so corrupt by nature, and not to say the Bannon isn't, but Bannon doesn't need it. He doesn't. He's not in it for the money. He's in it for the ideology, for the Nazi thing. Okay, okay. So okay. Oh, guys. Okay. The last few questions. Okay. There's so many questions. Okay, but okay, so okay, got Paul Ryan. Okay, sorry here. Okay, Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan. So Paul Ryan. So did Paul Ryan knew? Oh yeah, he did. And he okayed some of the money. He was asked. He okayed some of the money to come into the RNC. So yeah, all the people, because guys, you're saying that they were officials of the RNC in some way. Was he? I don't know. He was, but he was a very. That's right. He was a very key person. So he knew a lot. And yeah, I think there's evidence of him talking to someone or giving an okay to like the money. I see all these emails that they got access to. Okay, they're saying, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's okay, we accept this money and stuff like that. So he knew. Yes, he knew. Everybody knew that they're saying all the Republicans of the elections were not legit. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So wow, yeah. So guys, I mean, and I don't want to give you too much hope, but that's what I see, that this is like, because the thing is like either they're going to indict some people or they're not going to indict anybody. I'm sorry. Either they're going to indict everybody or no one. You see what I'm saying? So because it's such a huge issue, it's like I think the bar is hoping, no, it's going to go away. We're going to let it pass. They're going to let it pass. Because the entire thing is, they're daring the country to like indict us if you can. Indict us. We're really gonna go there, right? And okay, okay. So guys, this was very interesting. So Trump went to a boxing match here in New York, and it was so awful because he came here on the weekend of the marathon, which is, and right, it's like already a busy week, and it's so though I have to go. I'm gonna go disrupt the place. So he was booed. Oh, sad for him. So how did he take it? Did you see? It was very strange because the photo of Eric was like, oh, oh. I don't know if he was rehearsed or what. Was he an idiot? Like, what is wrong with those people? Like, what was he thinking? Why did he decide to go there? Because he thought that he's like, I'm a tough guy. Trump is so insecure. He's like, I'm a tough guy. Yeah, I can't hit somebody. Yeah, I'm tough. If I just be, he's like, I need to be around tough guys because I'm not a tough guy, really. So he goes to the thing, and the thing, okay, there's two reasons why he's upset. One, nobody pays attention to him, like relative to the events. Like he's a nuisance to the city, but he wished that everybody would stop and like look at him. Oh, President Trump! Oh my God, no, nobody cares. Like it's New York, whatever. Like they're there for the fight, and those fights, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the price, but I know it's like really hard to get. It's expensive and it's a big deal for people who follow these things. So so they're like, "What? I don't care." Like they pay a lot of money to go to these things. They're not gonna be like, "What? Like, what the hell are you doing here, trash?" Like, you know. So 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 that's part one, and that he realizes the world goes on without him. He realizes that people are not, they don't care about him so much, and they don't, either way. Like obviously they booed him, but it was more like they kept going. They don't care about him, and he's jealous. The other part is that he's very jealous of like how that people are so passionate. Like guys, and this is okay. This is like, I don't understand. Have you noticed how there's like all these reports on and off, not reports, stuff on Twitter that whenever he has a rally, people hire. You can be hired to be like on a Trump rally. He has to pay people to show up. Okay, and so like not everywhere, but a lot of places. Okay, so the fact that he's like, wow, people pay for this. I want to be, he's like jealous of people who have audiences where people pay. This is a guy's not sick. He thinks, oh my god, this makes perfect sense from his perspective, right? He thinks that the people who get paid, like if you're the entertainer, you get paid if people come to see you. But he thinks it's undignified of him, of himself, to have these rallies where he's like, people should pay to see me. They should. I'm so much better. Like, why can't they pay? And he's even floated this idea that people should pay to go to his rallies. But then they quickly the advisors are like, well, President Trump, if you do this, there's only going to be 15 people there. Okay, like you can, they have to control the crowds. Okay, exactly. Exactly those ads. So it's like he's jealous of the truth, the truthfulness of like people paid for to see these sports. They pay to see, tennis, whatever. Like it's very expensive to most people, but some people like they pay, they go, they whatever, and they don't care about him. And he's like, can you believe that his sadness is about the fact that he's not paid, that people don't pay to see him. And and he used to say that he used to go to these fights back in the day, and like people like, hey Trump, like people used to not they respect him, but they're like, oh cool, he's like a New York dude or whatever. But now there's all, even he sees people that he knew, they don't want to talk to him. They have contempt for him, you know. Wow. Wow. That's it. And that he, because the guys, what's so interesting is that for most of this time, Trump, he, if you think about the propaganda, like they create these events where he's walled in and it's very controlled. Even the cameras, like you don't get the chance to see. It's only, it shows him here and then people behind him. That's the only, have you noticed? That is the only thing you see on his rallies. The only thing there's never a camera on this from this perspective looking out into the crowd. No, it's only whoever's behind him. And it's like, all of course, that is the reason, because if the camera were to look forward, there would be nobody, you know, there's no one. So there's like, it's not right. So this is why. And I think he's, like I say, it was interesting that this whole time he's been in a bubble, like the word, the old conservative, he's a bubble. So the minute he steps out of it, he realizes it's not a safe space for him. He needs safe space. Oh, sorry for him. Oh. Right? So the world doesn't care about him. They don't care. They really don't care. And he's like, "Oh, okay." So that messes up with his head. And it's interesting because it shows me here that when he's in public places, he actually behaves, because he can't. How do I say this? Like he knows that while he's president in the White House and everything, he can be like, whatever. But when he's like in sports locations, he can't. He doesn't. He can't. I mean, he's out of his element. In other words, and that worries him. Okay, he can't. It's because I was saying, guys, the thing that he doesn't like is not just the booing, but is the fact that they keep watching the fight. They don't care that he's like he wants the world to be like, wow, he's there, he is. Oh my god, like he really wants the world to like, oh my god. So wait, tomorrow can't I don't know, guys. I'm out of the loop. Republican governor, is that right? Wow, is that right, guys? I'm out of the loop. He's in Kentucky tonight for Republicans. Is that right? Oh my god, the Republican. Wow. Governor race. Okay, so that's why I read that he was very unpopular. Tight Kentucky race could be okay. Tight Kentucky gubernatorial race. Let's see here. I'm clicking on Fox News to see what they say. Tied. Guys, guys, I never know, because those people, they're very like, there's so much voter suppression. I never know. They could be like, have some Russian. I have a Russian friend. They changed. Don't worry about it. Who cares about true result? Yeah. So yeah, the guy, people like, I'm not going to ask her because she's gonna get mad at me. But like, okay, so but this is important, guys. This is tomorrow. Okay, so what? Okay, so this is the wait. What is? Oh my god, I already closed the name. Let me find the names here. Oh, okay. So what is the name? Let's see the names. Who's winning? Huh? Who's winning? I kind of like these things. Okay, so okay, Bevin and Andy Beshear. Beshear. Okay, Andy. Okay, Mike Republican, Andy Democrat. Okay, so let's see here. Mike Republic. Okay, Mike Republican here, and then Democrat here. So Mike Republican. What's happening to him? Mike Republican, White House. Oh, he's kissing ass, huh? Uh-huh. Of the White House. Clouds. Oh, clouds for him, huh? Clouds. Oh no. Oh, enemy. Domestic enemy. Interessante, interessante. Lies. Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, now let's compare. Now is the Democrat, okay? Wait, too long. Law. Oh, interesting. Legal. Oh, rough. Treachery. Russian. Discovery of like, oh, this is kind of crazy here, huh? Wow. You know, guys, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's crazy. Because, this shows that there's like some sort of treachery here behind the scenes, okay? But then it could, okay, so, oh my God, so who is now, oh my God, did you see this one is bad because it has this is, the presence of the coffin card here is really bad, okay? But here you have treachery. In other words, you have I think the Russians could be, there could be something here, but then you have the law on so I want to know. So okay, so tell me, so this is what I think. I think this guy, the Republic could be declared winner at first, but eventually it could there. Okay, so tell me who's gonna be the governor. Just tell me who has a better. I'm not even. Okay, I'm gonna put aside here. I'm gonna put aside here. Who? Okay, just put it aside here. So this is the okay Republican. Just gonna select the cards here. Okay, and then look at see if I can do this at once, at the same time to compare. Because I feel like let's see. Okay, so now let's look. Okay, so compare card. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so Republican. Okay, so Republican. Let's see. Compare. Oh, okay. Oh, prison. Interesting. Prison. Yeah, I like it, huh? Okay, this is the Democrat. Okay. Letter. I have a letter. Yeah. Okay, now let's compare. Continue. Oh, secret. Secret deal. How secret deal? Yeah, go prison. Yeah, deal for prison. Okay. Then what else? Oh, no, this is like this. Yeah. So this is like, yeah. So this is like the woman, something, something. Okay. Now, what about this? What about this? Yeah. Okay. So military. Interesting. Law enforcement. Yeah, guys, I feel like it's very, so who's gonna this is what I think, guys. Unfortunately, I think that is gonna be the case, like just the thing, the same. I know you've asked me before. Maybe you should ask this now. Then I'll go. And this is not the list, but it's telling me again. It's like Rosie put it back on the same case as like Stacey Abrams and the other one in Florida. Okay, that I think that those elections were stolen, but it's gonna be reinstated later. I don't know. I for some reason I think the guy. So who is gonna be? I think he's gonna try to close the polls early, and eventually, I see the guy. For some reason, I don't know what the guy looks like. I feel like the for some reason I don't know what he looks like, the other Democrat, but I feel like he looks like he has more red hair for some reason. I don't know if he has red hair, but there's something like kind of like he looks more fair than the other one, the Matt Bevin. And I think he's in a float, kind of like a car, a big car with like parades eventually, but it may, there may be like there's indecision. Let's see here. Is it Bashir, Kentucky? Let's see what he looks like. See if he looks like the guy. Yes. Yes, has red hair. Oh my god. Is that right? Yes, kinda like blondish, yeah, like he's more fair than, yes, yes, because that looks like him. Oh my god. Yeah, interesting. Because I saw the guy, there's a guy who looks very fair to me, like, kinda like red hair or very, like, very pale, and the Republican is, like, has darker hair, like, he's darker than the guy, but the fair man wins in the end. The fair meaning fair, in other words, the, like, light sk not just light skin, but light hair, kinda like, Irish looking to me, okay? I mean, there's Irish people that have darker, hair and stuff like that, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Kinda like, um so who's gonna be just quickly here, tarot cards. Yeah, so I think at first, I think it's gonna be like the same thing in Georgia. The Devon guys, yeah, it was nice to talk to guys. So Devon, Bevan, he's gonna declare himself the winner, but he's not gonna. And I don't know, guys, because I think the whole thing. Look at the. Oh, so who's gonna win? Yeah, this is like. Yeah, there's also. Oh, look, this is, yeah. This is like yeah, the red hair. So I don't know, guys. I have hope, but I still feel like, I mean, these elections, guys, were truly stolen. Okay, in like Georgia, for example, and Florida. So I think it could be a situation, a very tight recount, where they have to try, but that's what I think. Okay, or like it could be that he's later. I don't see. But I see this guy fading away. The guy, the governor. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, okay? But we should go, guys. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. But it's very nice talking to you. I feel like there's always so much conversations to have. But I hope this answers some questions. And tomorrow, okay, tomorrow I have something. I have an event. I may try, I have I'm meeting up with a friend earlier on. If I get here in time, I'll try to do another one, like a live stream, but I can't guarantee. But if not tomorrow, then definitely on Wednesday, okay? But I think there's a lot of stuff coming. I don't know, guys. If I have a chance, I will. But I think probably later on, and it will be like right away, like a 9 or something. But I can't guarantee. I don't know. Okay. So so this is it. Okay. So see you later, alligators. See you later. Yeah. See you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. Okay. Bye. Okay.